Hello and welcome to the Matlab tutorial speedrun. Today I'll be going over just a couple key concepts to review if you're haven't done Matlab in a while, and if you're new to Matlab, this will be good for you as well. I'm going to start off with a equals 5. You can assign variables to be connected to anything that you want. You could have it equal to a equals 3. There's a difference between capitalization and non-capitalized variables, and you have to make sure that you keep them separate. You could even have it linked to a word or phrase, like hello equals 6. Now, you see how it's popping up every single time I type in a variable. It tells me what I just typed in. If I wanted to stop that, I could do a semicolon. Now the semicolon just suppresses Matlab from popping things up and showing us what we've done. This is useful because we want to optimize the code all the time. And when we don't put the semicolon, it's just more work that the computer has to do. So when we're running really big functions, we use semicolons all the time just to make sure that it doesn't do more work than it has to. Now, if we want to see all of the commands that we have typed in, which I typically do, you can push the up arrow on your keyboard, and here you can go to doc, and it'll show you your command history, everything you've done in the last little while. So Matlab likes to put things into vectors or matrices most of the time whenever you have a list of variables or numbers. Here's a good example of kind of what I'm talking about. And you see how it's going to be a row vector. Row vectors are useful for a lot of things. It's just the general notation for a list of things. Now, if you wanted to make a column vector, you could do something like this, where you put brackets, you put the first number, and then a semicolon, the second number, third, fourth, fifth, and then you press enter, and it's a row. Now, if we wanted to switch this vector from a column vector to a row vector, all we would do is put an apostrophe, and it'll switch it from being vertical to being horizontal. Now this works for even larger matrices, such as this. I'll show you how to make that larger matrix. You can do 1, 2, 3, semicolon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and close that off. And as you can see here, it is now a 3 by 3 matrix. And we can do the same thing that we did to that D matrix to this matrix, where we had the 3 here, and now the 3 is down here. All it does is it inverts the matrix. It flips it for us. Now, while we're doing this, if you forgot what variables you've used or what you've typed in and labeled things as, it can be up here in the top right hand side. It'll tell you everything that you've labeled, or you could type in who, and it'll show you all of the variables that you have right now, or whose, and it'll give you a more detailed list of everything that you've done. So Matlab has a couple different numbers already made up for us, such as pi, and there are a couple other ones. I don't remember what they are right now. And it allows us as well to multiply things together, divide things together, and we can even do this as in matrix form. So we can do the A matrix, which was, or A is not a matrix. So we'll just do C times D, and let's see what it gives us. 55. So whenever you're multiplying matrices, you want to make sure that the dimensions are right, because if they're not right, it's not going to work. So if we wanted to multiply E times C, it's going to give us an error. Whenever you get that error, just check your matrix size, make sure it lines up. Now, Matlab as well has given us a couple different options to do math. You could do your entire calculus class with nothing but Matlab, or algebra, or whatever you really like. It's a really powerful tool. And we can even do like a square root m, so square root for the matrix, and it'll take the square root of, oh, never mind, not that one. Log E. Okay. Well, that didn't really work. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.